Alright, so I just want to show something here something cool you can do. A cheap way to do something custom on a pocket knife. You can't do it with all of them. Just with the thumb stud. If your thumb stud is a round disc that is screwed down into the blade, you can take it out with the Torx. And what I did here, this is a Emerson CQC7. The blade was black before. I actually got this from my uncle. He took the blade out, scraped all the black off with a blade, razor blade, and wet sanded the blade. It almost looks like a stain when you do that. So wet sand the blade, looks really good. But what I did was I took the thumb stud off. I took a 223 shell. Fit perfect, exact size as the thumb stud that was on it. It's not too wide for this knife. It works really good. And I just cut it down. Used shell, cut it down, make sure it's not a full one. Cut it down, and you could use a Dremel with a cutoff wheel. I actually don't have one, so I used a 4.5-inch angle grinder to cut it, and then to smooth it down and get it pretty even on the bottom edge of it. I used a file and just ran it across the file a bunch of times. Just makes the knife yours, makes it different. It's pretty cheap to do. Works really good. You get a good bite on it with your finger. It's a good knife. I think it looks cool on there. Also, this Cold Steel AK-47 had a thumb stud that acted as a kind of like a wave opener does, where it sticks out and it would catch your pocket. This knife I actually bought didn't have a thumb stud. The screw was snapped off. The threads were still in the blade. If anybody knows anything about this knife, I think they retailed for about $150 from Cold Steel on their website. I bought this knife for $8 at a flea market. Had a black coating on the blade, which was worn down. This knife was used hard. The tip was pretty much gone. The black was worn down really far down the blade. It was beat. All the screws were loose. Like I said, the thumb stud was missing. So I scraped off all the black, left it in the blood grooves, and then I wet sanded down the blade. I didn't wet sand too much where it says the AK-47. If you do too much, it's harder to see that, just like the Emerson here. It's real hard to see the logo there. Did that, and then I got the threads out, and for this I wanted to use a 7.62 shell since it is an AK-47. I didn't have one. I had an empty 40 shell laying around, so cut that down. I actually had to do a little filing on the back edge to get it to fit where the flat part of the blade is there. A little too big. I did just recently get some empty 7.62 shells from a friend, and so I got to cut one of those down and make that. I like this knife. This is a really cool knife. I love the hook on the end of it here. It's an easy way to pull it right out of your pocket. Also, that chunk of steel in there, I mean, if you hammer fisted somebody with that, definitely wouldn't feel good. It's a really good knife. It's a beast of a knife. It's got a blade that's at least 4 inches. I think it might be 4.1. It's same size blade as my Surefire Charlie. It is a spear tip with blood grooves. So cool knife, great find for $8. Just with some redoing the tip, sharpening, like I said, scraping the black off and wet sanding it and making a thumb stud. Great find. So I figured that was something cool. If you have that kind of thumb stud on your knife, it's really easy to do. If you can get some empty shells, different sizes. Like I said, this Emerson, the 223 fit perfect in there. and this is the CQC7 is not a huge knife. It's so it's not much, you know. It works out where it's on the blade there, on the width of it. It's really good. So you know, figured I'd throw that out there. If you like the video like this, comment on it. Like the video. Try and make some more videos. So thanks.